We'll start by simplifying the square root of 16. We'll also find the square root, or the opposite of the square root of 16, and the square root of negative 16. Notice on the third one, the negative is on the inside. So the first thing we'll do is realize that a square root really has an index of 2, and we'll rewrite 16 as a perfect square. So we have the square root of 4 squared. The 2's cancel, leaving us with 4. We'll do the same thing on the second problem. Leaving the negative on the outside, we have the square root of 4 being squared. The 2's cancel, giving us negative 4. In the third case, however, when we ask ourselves what number squared will ever give me negative 16, we'll see that it's not a real number. We'll be studying imaginary numbers later. Now let's look at some cube roots. So we have the cube root of 8, the opposite, or negative, cube root of 8, and then we have the cube root of negative 8. So like before, I'll go ahead and write the 8 that's inside the radical, which is called a radicand, as a perfect cube this time. So we have the cube root of 2 cubed. The 3's cancel because cubing something is the inverse of taking a cube root, leaving us with just 2. In the second case, the negative is still on the outside, and we have the cube root of 2 cubed again. So the 3's cancel, leaving us with negative 2. This time we have an odd root, so you can take a negative number an odd number of times itself to get a negative. So the cube root of the quantity negative 2 being cubed will give us that negative 8. So it will be a real number, and it will be negative 2.